Welcome back. We're back at Kay's table. We just finished an altercation with an orc and some goblins on the side of the road. It looks like their corpses have been stashed into a storage area.
For years.
Yep. You camped out for the night at the base of the mountain in the Rupert's Folding Shack. You guys wake up fully rested. The kids are still asleep when you guys wake up, sleeping comfortably in their own beds. Okay. Anything special you guys want to do this morning?
I guess I want to check on the butler.
You're going to summon out your butler?
Yeah, open up.
I'd make breakfast.
That was going to be my objective.
So, you remember when you went and you stole the butler? It was a classic, very basic model Butler series human version, right?
Yep, the MK ones.
So, you pull out your butler, and then floating there is a 2-foot tall fairy with red translucent wings and what looks like a face mask.
Chicken nugget.
But you said a butler, not a fairy.
It's not exactly what I was expecting. This is where I put the stolen butler. I would hazard a guess that my father had something to do with it if I had to imagine.
Father sounds like a fun guy.
He's a lot of things.
Not the word you use, huh?
A little bit. He's much more into technology than I am. I was born with the ability to create my own energy. He's the kind of person who limits himself by what he chooses to be. Man probably could have been a god, but doesn't like the ideas.
There we go. I do not own the artwork in any way, shape, or form, but there is the artwork for that we chose to use for the proto fairy that you have.
Oh yes.
Just starts floating there.
I look at it.
Oh, kids don't wake up.
I call out to the fairy as a I ask it if it's a reforged.
We're not in Toka anymore, are we?
Nope.
Greetings. Umbrella Mark R342, personal sprite unit. Glad to be of service. How may I help you, sir?
Do you have a nickname, Sprite? Or
Mark R342, personal sprite unit.
alright, Marky.
Do you wish me to change my designation to Marquis?
Yes.
Changing designation to Marquis.
That works. Are you under any specific orders that you possibly might have been programmed before being deposited inside of the holding area?
I am programmed to be of service to my master. I have 5 upgradable slots available. Sorry. I have 3 of 5 available slots upgradable and for your service. Able to handle Magicell or Memory Cell as per your request.
Understandable. Oh, I guess my dad did a little switch, and this is now what I have as my reforged companion. Might be more useful than... If I know my father, I have a feeling it's much more useful than the butler. Maki, by any chance, do you have some type of offensive capabilities or a particular designation for that?
For defensive capabilities, I would recommend trying Valkyrie form.
I was waiting for it to call you father.
Understandable if the situation arises. Do you maintain a network link with the left network, or is that unreachable for you at the moment?
I have full access to Umbrella Network and capabilities. And Umbra Network and capabilities. Umbra Network detected. Out of range for Umbrella Network.
Alright, so I might be able to connect to the one of my dad's networks, but not to the other. But, alright, so I guess Maki. Alright.
Yes.
How
may I be of service?
At the moment we're on transport for a company order, so keep a lookout and hang out with us.
What am I to be on the lookout for, sir?
Any hostile threats or anything above the grouping around this proximity,
You wish me to scan for hostiles while we move?
if that's agreeable and possible.
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you.
All right, you get advantage on your rolls for the next day for perception, as long as it's scanning.
Okay, cool.
All right, so you guys proceeding up the mountain pass?
Quick as we can.
Okay. It's not an easy road, but I don't think any of you would have too much difficulty of it.
I hope not.
Somebody roll a D100 for me.
He sounded too excited.
Yeah, we'll see. He gets to decide how screwed the party is.
Oh, wonderful. 5.
5. It's a beautiful, easy day. No issues or problems. At all. Okay, about 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon. You're not really sure which, because none of you actually have a watch. At least not that I'm aware of. Yeah, he did get lucky.
The character still has the blindfold around.
I got stupidly lucky.
Yeah. Okay. Just making sure.
And as you come around a bend, what you think is close to the top of the mountain, you see that it opens up to a small overlook. And on this overlook is a large stone sarcophagus with an old dwarf standing next to it, with a couple shovels and picks next to him, who seems to be praying facing out off the cliff. The view is amazing. You can see what looks to be for miles and miles. Although it's all miles of forest with a couple rivers meandering through it. It's really flat, except for this one mountain.
I think we've arrived.
I think this is the right location for where we're supposed to deliver the coffin.
Throw the box in the hole, get the hell out of here, get paid.
Well, let me go check with the dwarf. He's supposed to be the one meeting us for the pick for the cleanup.
Both of the kids squeal in excitement and run over and start hugging the dwarf.
Ooh. Does he seem agreeable to it?
He comes out of his prayer, hugs them back. Oh, well, hello, children. Welcome. What are you doing all the way up here?
You know them?
Then they start crying. Of course. They're from the township down at the base of the mountain.
We just rescued them.
Rescued?
Yes. Bunch of an orc.
Orc leading
The
a
one
band
over
of
there,
goblins.
yeah.
What happened? And then the kids start bawling. The bad men, they came and they burned and they killed mommy and they stabbed daddy and they dug a fork right up through the mayor's head and then they were sticking spears in places and you're not supposed to touch people. They're never mind stick a spear in there. And then these big scary people came and like the sneaky lady tried to eat me and they killed the bad orcs and goblins and they went boom and poof and it was nasty and then you can't understand the rest of what they're saying. You're lucky you could understand that much as the dwarf is looking at them like with wide eyes and looking over at you guys kind of.
Honestly, their description is rather accurate.
It is.
Yeah, he's looking at you kind of worried as to what's going on because especially since he heard that she tried to eat me.
We'll calm these nerves down.
Oh, thank you, Slutty. Best description of events ever.
I'll approach once the kids
Thank
are
you
done with
so
their...
much for protecting them. I shall have to go and see what remains of the village once we're finished here. Wait, are you guys the ones that Becky hired?
Under Toka contract.
I'm guessing that's his casket.
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. Bring it here. If you can just throw it in here for me.
I motion.
Lucien comes over. He puts the coffin into the onto the large stone box mortuary. The dwarf starts trying to push the top back on. Lucien kind of looks at him, kind of pathetically, picks it up, puts it on for him. All right, folks, thank you so much. And who is the party leader?
I raise my hand and walk step forward.
All right, bring up the quest for me.
I do so.
Okay. And you marked it as a group quest, right?
Yes.
Okay. He puts his hand on it. Completed. Okay. And you watch as your Toka account for the ACG goes up to 200 coins.
200 plat.
Yep. I know your job is finished for today, and if you want to leave, I fully understand. If I could ask you, I will. I only have 2 platinum I can offer, but I will give you 2 platinum if you could escort us down to the village to take a look at what happened, please. Would you be willing?
I look to the party and I'm like, if the party wants to spend a little more time for an extra
How
couple
far away?
I look at him. What's the distance that the village is
We'd
located?
be there before morning. It's right at the base of the mountain.
One day or more?
I wouldn't mind.
Yeah, ain't gonna hurt.
Alright, so everyone seems in agreement. So yes, we will accept that as an additional bonus and we'll take, that'll be the agreed upon amount for the contract.
All right.
2 plat.
So, make sure you put in your inventory under the group party line.
Yep.
Okay, so now you're at 202 plat. Okay. Roll for me if anything happens. Roll another D100 for me for the night.
You want to do that? Oh yeah, you're all right.
I was just making sure I had the right dice. I thought I'd grab the d6.
He's on fire.
0.
0?
0,
Oh,
0,
0.
0.
Oh, 100.
That's 100.
Oh, that's a 100.
Yeah. You can't
Oh.
roll any higher.
Ha.
The look on his face, I thought he rolled a 1.
Maybe a mysterious merchant or something, like if you want to be crazy. Otherwise, we're facing a fucking dragon right now.
We're dead.
That was fun playing with y'all.
It was fun being able to rocket punch things, I guess.
So we'll spend the next hour and a half recreating characters.
I'm sorry.
A 100 encounter roll. Holy shit.
Quickly, can you put into our count there?
3 to 5. Yeah, well, yeah, it would auto go because we're a party and we're on a party mission. But like, that's not how we want to start our day.
No.
Please bear with me for a few moments where I was not expecting you to roll that high.
I wasn't either. I've doomed us, I'm sorry.
I mean, given description, I have most of the available, but that doesn't make me feel better or anything.
You know what? This one sounds perfect. So, just all of you make a constitution roll.
It's not a good way to start.
No!
It's just a DC 10.
12.
13.
19.
8.
Okay, you take 1 point of exhaustion
Okay.
from being up all night and not resting.
Wait, put that in.
Just remember that you have a point of exhaustion,
Alright.
which means that you get disadvantage on your rolls until you rest. So, just as it's starting to get light in the day again, and you're reaching the base of the mountain, okay, one of you do a perception check for the
It's
party.
the Tarrasque. He's
I
come back in
will,
real life.
so I have advantage with my pixie still keeping
I'll
lookout,
just
right?
shut up and
Yep.
stay over here.
And off action, can I activate energy sense? Not as a combat faction.
Are you maintaining it?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll try to keep people alive as much as I
17,
can.
22,
I can't
or...
promise anything.
22 total.
That's enough. As you come down to the base of the mountain, okay, you sense it and hear it before you guys can see it. But there is a large, it looks like 15 to almost 20 foot tall, 2-headed giant with a club in each hand that comes around the large rock. Looks at you. Oh, we got Din Din.
You're gonna be
And the
my
other one
bitch!
looks at the other head. No, it breakfast. No, it Din Din. No, it breakfast. And then one of the arms with the club comes across and slugs the other one across the head. No, it dinner. The other one grabs his club, whacks the other one in the head. No, it breakfast.
He's gonna
Then
be
they
my
kind of look at each
bitch.
other confused. And you see their eyes kind of go wide. No, it's food. So, congratulations.
Good job.
Um,
Yeah, we're gonna have a two-headed giant.
this seems within your wheelhouse to be able to complete. For a decent challenge. At level 3. It's only a DC 4.
Oh, we shouldn't have too much problems.
I'm sorry.
Whatever. No big deal.
Oh, this
I
is
don't
not
get to
being
roll for
ambushed.
this anymore.
Normally, if you roll 100 on an encounter roll, that's like a dragon or greater undead, or
A mountain giant, like something big.
Really, really big.
I mean, this isn't bad. We should be able just to do this.
yeah,
So
they're not going to get slaughtered. You know, this is your first job. I'm not going to have you go up against a juvenile brass dragon on your first job. You know, which is probably what I would have pulled out, because then at least with a brass dragon, you'd have a chance of surviving by bullshitting with it. So, who wants to roll? Well, actually, all of you anyway.
Roll
Roll.
initiative.
You say not you.
Yeah, no. I don't get to roll for this anymore.
It's gotta go to someone else. It might
Yeah.
make its way back to you, but right now,
I understand
let's be
completely.
safe and we'll move on to someone else for the next
No more
encounter.
I
Rolling
should have
a
known
counter
my
roll.
dice hate me.
No, they don't hate you. They
All
just they need to be left alone. They need to get some love. They just need to be left be. So
So I agree with that decision.
I'm glad I wasn't giving you a choice.
Yeah.
And
All right. Well, what's your initiative rolls?
So I get disadvantage on everything.
Yep.
Okay.
Wait. Perception?
10.
initiative.
Wait, 10
Yeah.
again? That's exactly what I rolled last time.
Yep.
13.
14.
16.
Okay. Fee, as per norm, with your lucky ass dice, you are first.
And it was an old human man that we were traveling with, or a dwarf?
Dwarf and the kids.
All right, old man. Want to keep the kids safe?
Nice.
He grabs the kids, pulls them behind the rest of the group.
How far is he from
We're gonna
me
have
right
some
now?
fun now.
Huh?
How far is he from my character?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 90 feet.
He's still within range. I'm gonna use guiding bolt on him.
You're gonna use what?
Guiding bolt. $22 to hit.
That's a hit. Roll damage.
I need
You need to start stacking up on your own collection of dice.
4d6.
If you want to use my dice.
Slooty Dwarf says, LOL, it will be a nice addition at fucking June.
I don't actually trust this one.
Yeah, that's fair.
Oh yeah, do I get to roll a
100%
separate
valid.
initiative for my orc?
No, he'll go on your turn.
Okay.
On your turn, you're going to give him orders of what to do,
Okay. Just
and he
making
can
sure.
only follow simple orders.
Right. Now, does he count as a
18?
person?
Sort of.
Enough for charm? Or
18.
dominate?
You could try, but you can only charm one head at a time. What?
18 damage.
18 points of damage? Wow. Yeah, that's a full square on hit.
Sorry, Fade. Wasn't trying to stoke you.
Um,
It's okay.
And then the next attack gets advantage against it, right?
Yeah.
If I remember right.
Yeah, whoever attacks it next gets advantage.
Okay. So, anything else you do in this turn? Joe, you're up next. Followed by Sam.
I don't know
And
what
you get
else I can
advantage.
do.
And you get an advantage.
My attack rolls have been rolling. I need it.
I'm sorry, were you doing anything else, Fee?
No, because I don't know what else I could do.
Okay. So, Joe, what are you doing?
Dummy, go get him.
Okay, so he has a movement of 25.
25.
Okay, or you can also use the bonus action
Oh, yeah,
to
might as well.
sprint.
25.
Okay, and you can use your action to move again, but then you have nothing left to do.
Yeah, we'll let him sit there.
Okay.
Hold him. Hold him.
You gonna have him hold action?
Gonna have him sitting there and wait for him.
Okay.
See what he does. Yeah, 30. Yeah. Okay. I think that's 30.
Anything
Or
else?
is it 5 over? One too many.
Okay.
Yeah, he's still out of range without me blasting all kinds of extra spell points, so. I'm just gonna taunt him.
All right. What are you taunting at him? Sam, you're next.
You're gonna be my bitch. You're gonna be my bitch.
Make a charisma roll.
15.
15?
Yep.
So one of them starts singing along with you. You're gonna be my bitch. You're gonna be my bitch. And the other one's, I'm gonna be a bitch. I'm gonna be a bitch.
That's awesome.
One of them failed, one of them passed.
I figured.
Sam, what are you doing?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna watch this giant troll creature, talking to itself. I'm gonna lift my hand.
Just a basic idiot.
Yeah.
Oh.
Nothing big. Like
I'm just
15
gonna
feet.
point my hand at it and do spark.
Basic. Yeah, that looks.
Oh, you're out of camera.
And I have energy sense on. Advantage. Sweet.
You had advantage anyway.
There we
You
go.
did.
Oh, it's the next.
It's the next
I
attack.
thought it was around.
But I do too because of energy sense.
No, it's the next attack on it. No one's made an attack on it.
Yeah.
Oh, so I do. So I have double advantage.
No, you only get single advantage. You cannot get double
That'd
advantage.
be a little much.
I don't know.
Be hell of an
I
awesome
was
time,
confused
though.
by energy sense, but okay. So yeah, I'm gonna put 7 points into spark with 1 point to add the distance in order to hit to him because the natural is a 30-foot, but I'm at 50, so I have to add the
Okay,
extra,
so one more point in order to additional the range.
and that's 7 points
Okay,
of
so
spark.
that's 3 basic points, plus how many you're adding in?
Another 6.
Another 6, so that'll be a total of 9. So that's a total of 7 spell points that you're casting for it then, right? Okay, so 7 spell points, 9 d6 damage.
But I have to roll the attack first.
Yep,
Total of 17.
that's a hit.
17 it was. Can I just grab that stack from you, man?
Go ahead.
Appreciate it.
No problem. That's why they're there.
Is that why you counted him up to that number?
Okay.
This is the electrical version of Fireball.
Right.
It's a big ass spark.
Yeah, it is.
30.
30.
That's a good slap in the face in the morning.
Thank you.
No problem. That's awesome.
Pass, okay. I passed my con roll. Alright, next we have all done.
Actually, have all done.
Yep.
Alright, Greg.
Okay. I'm at disadvantage for everything because I'm exhausted. So I'm not just going to throw myself at him. That's a terrible idea. I will...
Without Tom here, you're the tank.
Yeah.
Well, but I have disadvantage on everything.
You still have an AC that's higher than the rest of us.
Well,
Not
we have a
necessarily.
portable tank now, too.
Well,
Yeah.
Alright, so... how close can I get with my movement?
how far does
40?
he move?
Yep, 40.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah.
Alright.
You could use your bonus action to sprint another movement.
I'll use my bonus action to come up right beside the orc.
So about another 25 feet.
You could make it all the way to him if you wanted.
I'll hang back with the orc. Safety in numbers.
Okay. You are
Did you-
next to the starting to stink dead orc.
I can't smell.
to get robots.
That is the best answer of the night. The troll's trying to sink. I'm a Warforged. I don't smell.
I don't
eat,
have a
taste. I don't
nose.
care. All right.
I don't give a shit.
I just shut off my olfactory sense.
It's true.
That part's defective. All right. So its turn. So it's going to step right up to the two of you. All right. And it's going to attack you with its battle axe. 18.
Nope.
It just barely misses you. And then with its Morning Star, it's going to attack the undead thing. Yeah, I'm pretty positive a 22 hits. Okay, so...
More than likely.
5, 7, that's 12.
So I lose the orc. I'm upgrading anyway.
Plus 5, 17 points of damage. So it's destroyed your undead, right? Okay. So once an undead's been destroyed, you can't re-res it.
Nope.
There goes my safety numbers.
Yep.
Okay.
That's okay though, because
So
soon we're gonna have bigger ones.
keep in mind, because I have a feeling you're going to put that in storage too.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And that is the end of its turn.
There you go.
I smash. I'm not a total bitch.
You will be.
I was just starting to warm up to him.
So next we have Fee.
Not George.
Get George Jr. now.
I only have 25 feet of movement, right?
Yep.
It's gonna move me up 25 feet.
1, 2, 3, 4.
How far is he from
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30,
40 feet.
40,
40?
40, 45.
Can I attack him with Sacred Flame? That's my cantrip.
Yeah?
17?
That's a hit. Roll damage.
Mm.
Or actually, Sacred Fame, didn't I have to roll for it?
Then you have to try to dodge it.
And what is it, a dex roll?
Yeah. Have to roll above a 13.
5?
No.
Oh, sorry, 7?
No.
You still don't make it.
He has a -1 to his dex.
Good boy.
11?
11?
Yep.
Hey, he's starting to look really hurt. Okay, next we have Joe. And then Sam's on deck.
Alright, so 40 roughly, 35, 40 feet. So gotta add 1 point for range. And then we'll.
Or you can move forward a little bit.
Oh yeah, we could do that. I'm gonna go over there.
Okay, so you hop up on the rock.
Yep. He's gonna feel some necrotic bolt action.
Alright, roll for attack. You pumping
Head
in
to
any
head.
extra?
Oh yeah. I get 6 dice out, so we're gonna pump in 5.
Okay, roll for attack. Oh yeah.
Yeah, 25 I think hits.
Oh yeah, roll damage. Primal gets OP if you put the points in right.
Yep. 18, 20, 26, 32. From head to head. All necrotic damage.
I have a really funny idea.
Fail. Fail. He falls down prone as both of his heads are engulfed in necrotic energy that's coming out from a beam coming out from his hands. Kind of like that whole Harry Potter, the magician or the magic bolt that comes out at him, only this is pure black necrotic energy that drains the life out of its head. It's still alive, although all of you are pretty much in agreement looking at this thing that it probably wishes it wasn't. His faces just basically went through that ending scene in Raiders of the Lost Ark.
The face melting.
That's awesome.
But no, it's still alive. Anything else?
How far can I get? What? I only moved, what, 2 tiles up?
Yeah, you moved 3.
So what's that? 30. So I'm gonna look closer.
Okay.
Ready to be my bitch yet?
It's not answering.
Screaming.
Sam? It's sitting there making some weird noises that do not sound healthy.
It had 2 heads, right?
Yeah. I'm not sure you'd necessarily call them necessarily heads so much anymore, but
Honestly, it's still taking necrotic damage by the look of it at this point, right?
oh, it's not taking any more, but it's in shit shape.
Yeah, I'd have to pump it in to do a DOT on it.
It's pretty damn close to dead.
I mean, I could.
And right now it's stunned, confused, and
So
blind
I
and-
call out to the party at this point. I don't think this thing's gonna be much of trouble anymore. What do we do with it? Should I finish it off or just do you want it for something?
I'd ensure it's dead.
All right.
Yeah, because he's gonna be my bitch.
Okay. I walk forward so I don't have to add the point to Spark. I'll spend 3 points on Spark.
roll to hit. Because he's prone and it's a ranged attack, it's at disadvantage. Unless you're doing it as a touch attack.
I have the movement to do it as a touch
Yeah.
attack.
As a touch attack, it becomes melee, so that means you get advantage.
Okay.
Which means you have a chance of re-rolling that into a crit. Which you didn't quite pull off.
Still 19 if I do Dex.
Yeah.
Spell mod is 22.
Alright, roll damage.
$24.
How do you want to make this look? You only had to do 17.
Oh. You just see me wave my hand over it, and sparks hit the thing. It starts smoking and sputtering, and then I assume stops moving. Nothing too fancy.
It sizzles. Okay. So each of you gain 1,100 XP.
What?
100.
I love doing the how do you want to do this. You know, let them tell me how you actually freaking killed the damn thing at the end.
That actually wasn't
And then-
too bad.
No, that wasn't bad.
No, I
I
mean,
mean, we lost the orc.
I then pull out after action, after I roasted this thing. I look inside of the token network and look for parts of it that have money. Can I do that?
in parts, there's no in particular parts that are worth too much. But if you properly scavenge it up, at poor, it's going to be worth 1,075 copper. At fair, it's going to be worth 1,075 silver.
I don't know. I think he'd make a better bodyguard for us.
Oh, all yours then. It's not. It's honestly not worth that much money to us. Another buy for parts. So how about
I
it?
mean, shit, we're getting 2
Sell
plat
all
just to
these
get
weapons.
here, so.
The weapons are probably low quality for an
Yeah.
area, and it's not worth it. But
Yeah, the mace is a log,
Literally.
and the axe is a large stone axe. Did you just roll a 1?
No, 7.
Okay. So that's a total of...
Double checking. Oh, 13. I knew I wrote it down somewhere.
Ooh. He passes his saving throw. He is not resurrected.
Oh, you prick. Try that again.
Yeah, you only get one more try before it
Yeah.
doesn't work anymore.
That's much better. 23.
And I rolled a 2.
it will
So
be my bitch.
the body starts to quiver and move.
Wait. Now. Make a saving throw. Versus,
I rolled a 1.
you my bitch.
Okay. And it's one of its necrotic heads in a very horrific, nasty voice. Most of its skull exposed from its rotting flesh. I am your bitch. And the other one, bitch, serve.
So its name is bitch.
Okay, and how many? So I'm taking you put the same 3 spell points into it for HP.
Mm-hmm.
So roll your hit points.
Actually, too late now.
Well, you can always beef it up later if you wanted to.
11. Oh god, yeah. That definitely needs to get beefed up.
Okay.
2 3s and 2 6s.
So as you
Not too bad.
are you storing the orc too? That's dead and not resible anymore?
Yep.
Okay, so add that to your inventory. 1 orc. And each of those were with 50 XP each.
Each head?
So you should have already added the 450 XP that I told
Actually,
everybody
no,
else.
I think he was.
Yeah, I think you were in the other room.
I wasn't in the room for
Yeah.
that.
I meant to mention that earlier.
Yeah. And you need to keep track of the XP of the bodies that you have.
Yep.
Because that's going to determine how much you get for them.
Okay.
I thought that was a cool idea
Yeah, it was.
of how to
actually.
do the resources.
So
Oh,
all
really
the orcs, the frogmen, and the goblins all 50 XP?
Yeah, so you're at this point you're at 500 XP in your container
Gotcha.
of creatures. And because you've beaten the living shit out of them, they're all poor quality
Mm.
at this point. You haven't learned to kill them without putting a mark on them yet.
We'll work on that.
That makes them worth more.
Yes.
So, anything else you guys want to do before moving on?
Now we'll call the dwarf and the children back up, the rest of us.
The kids go and start poking at the Yetton, thinking it's kind of cool. They climb up on it and ride, because it can carry them.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'm just going to throw them back at the ground.
The dwarf is very uncomfortable with the whole situation. Keeps telling the kids to get down.
They're fine. He will not hurt
It's
them.
fine. It's dead. It's under his control. We did this before with Orc. Orc was bad guy. You know, he fixed them. Then we can poke him, throw stones at him. No problem. You know, and this guy's big. We go for a ride. Your face is fugly. You guys travel for another couple of hours and you come to the burning remains of a small village. Okay, there are a few people walking around. It looks like there's about 30 or 40 graves that are freshly dug that people are taking care of. A couple of the houses are still smoldering. There does appear to be one person who keeps running from the well in the center of town to one of the larger buildings.
Kind of built fire.
No, the large building is not on fire at all. It's just a younger girl that keeps running from the building to the well, grabs a bucket of water, goes back to the building. A few moments later, comes back, grabs another bucket of water, goes back.
I'll put a lot of water if
Yeah.
you know something's
Poke a little
burning.
head in there and see what we got.
You gonna go inspect that building?
Yeah.
Yeah, because this has got my curiosity going.
Okay. As you get to the building, she runs out. Oh, sorry, excuse me. Runs over, gets water. You get to the door, you open it up, and it's a meeting hall. And inside the meeting hall, you see what looks to be... Do a perception roll for me, whoever's looking in.
23.
Okay, I'm not even going to bother making the rest go through it. You can see that there are 20 different separate people laying on mats on the floor. All of them look like they've been cut up, burned, or badly damaged. The girl that's running back in is throwing water into a large cistern at the front of the building. And you can see that this is some type of church.
Triage at the moment by the look of it.
Yep. And there's a priest that's blessing the water to be used on the bandages to help heal everybody. Fee, you can make a religion check.
I have to look up the stats for Lucky.
12.
Okay. You don't recognize this god.
Hey,
But
seafood.
with a religion check like that, you can tell by the iconography in the area that it's some type of earth god. Just not one that you recognize, so it must be one of the lower gods or just a deity you've never heard of. Plus the fact that you're from the elemental plane of water, I seriously doubt you've learned much about earth gods.
Yeah, no. Only ocean gods.
Yeah.
So, seafood, can you do a mass heal on these people?
I will try.
I call over Marky and ask
Yes.
would you mind doing what you can for any seriously injured with some healing ability? She has a +3 to medical.
Okay. She goes and starts going through and trying to treat him.
It's the bench for healing.
She's doing pretty good.
Okay.
She's binding up wounds, putting on splints for people. As soon as she spends about 5 to 10 minutes with each one, and by the time she leaves, they all seem a little bit better than when she left, when she got there.
Alright, I'm gonna have Bitch grab the biggest container that he can grab, fill it with water, and bring it in.
Okay. You see about 3 or 4 barrels next to one of the other buildings. Okay. So he goes over, brings the barrel to the well, drops the barrel in the well, and then stares down the well. Tries reaching for it.
Falls in the well.
So there's still people hurt like around the town?
Not quite. Yes. These are all the hurt people.
Can't you go like... Is there like a middle between all of the hurt people?
Yeah, it's one big church house.
Is the range 60 feet?
Everything's within like 20 feet.
Okay. I'm gonna have my character use Healing Word, and anyone within 6 creature of your choice that you see within range. You gain
Yeah, it's a creature of your choice.
So one thing. And there's no way to really target all of the people. this
No.
spell.
But I do believe you have the cantrip of healing. Healing word's a cantrip, right?
Healing Word's a first level spell.
I'm pretty sure you have a healing cantrip. This wouldn't be your first time doing triage or medical care. When there's
Cure Wounds, Healing Word.
that's level 1. Look at cantrips.
Guidance, Light, Mundane, Resistance, Sacred Flame. Spare the Dying, the Necromancy cantrip, and Thaumaturgy.
So you don't have a healing cantrip?
Nope,
Okay, I guess that means I'm healing.
Could have sworn healing word was a cantrip.
it's a first level spell.
Okay.
I haven't played a cleric in forever.
I'm not allowed to play clerics in any of the campaigns
We
I
know.
go into. Yeah. That's a bad idea. So I don't know the spells that well either. I try not to even bring them into the campaign because that makes things not good.
I kind of had a question. It might be something kind of nice. You know how I was using Shocking Aura to do damage to multiple targets? Can I try that with using Energy Transfer to heal?
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, that's kind of like using electricity to heal on a weird scale. I get that. But
You might want to try your first attempt at that, not at a townsperson that might kill them.
No, it's an AoE effect.
no, I have Energy Transfer. I can do that directly to one person.
Yeah.
I'm trying to
So,
sense
do it
everything.
You're going to use your shocking aura thing in order to try and heal instead of damage.
Yes.
Okay, which is basically what you did on that natural 20.
Yes.
Okay,
I'm just
roll.
removing the damage.
Intelligence.
12 plus
Plus
2.
Your
4.
spell mod, which is 5, right?
6.
6?
I think it's 6.
Yeah,
Yep.
6. Okay, so 12 plus 6 is 18. So you can target up to 18 of them.
And I'll use 2 extra points, or 3 points. Because
Well, you have the 3 to start with. So you're trying a new effect. You might not want to pump in extra spell points right away.
that's a good idea.
How many are left
All right,
over?
so
I got
roll
some
3d6.
Sorry, dude. That was
He
unintentional.
said roll them, not throw them at him.
Roll for
Sorry.
attack.
13.
13
Nice.
plus the 6, that would be
19.
19 points of healing.
Thank you.
Yeah, these are townspeople. That brings them up to full hit point.
And then some.
So I just raise my
Okay.
hands and go all sparkly.
Okay, everyone, all of them start, all but 2 of them start to feel tingly, and the tingle himself increases their regeneration rate for the healing. That, I think, would be the best way to explain away how electricity heals.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Yeah,
No,
it like superpowers the regenerative process.
I'll heal the 2 left over.
Yep, there's 2 of them left.
And 14.
You don't even have to make an attack roll for them. I mean, you're doing
Sure.
life energy, so you just do your. I think that was your first spell.
Yep. That's my cantrip.
Yeah, so it's 1d6. But if you've been bringing it out, if that was one of your first spell, if that was your first spell,
I've been
Okay.
using that the whole time so far.
yeah.
Yep.
When you started off as your first spell, with each level you get a reduction. So that means you get a free spell point of damage per level. So if it was a level 1 spell when you got it at level 1, then that means at this point you can free cast it for 3d6.
Yep. I follow you now.
So I think that was the first one that you took,
Yep.
right? Yeah.
Yeah, so it'd be 3 then, right?
Yeah.
I hope I get those for.
I don't know.
I don't either.
You're the one that chose your dice.
11.
Yeah,
Plus
they're
yeah,
back
they're
up to
good.
full health too. Okay. The dwarf that escorted you down there comes in. Your Etten is still looking down the well.
That's fine.
The girl goes over trying to get to the well, and he's blocking the whole way. She's like, "Excuse me," and she's just kind of staring there, like not sure what to do. Kind of fearful too at this undead Etten creature. Yeah, I should have thought about how you were going to start raising everything. It'll make it interesting.
Won't it? Alright, so you're not very strong either, huh?
Strength wise, no.
Yeah, neither am I. So
What's your strength?
we're gonna use stupid here. I'm gonna cast fly on Tom. Have him go down, pick up the barrel, get it out of the well. Full.
Who can cast fly on someone?
I can.
You can't cast it on others.
Oh?
It's a spell-like ability, so you can only use it for yourself.
Ooh.
You just need to go down in the
Let's try
tunnel
that.
and grab a barrel.
Yeah, so have him jump down.
I
They
grab it.
dropped a barrel.
Yeah.
A character can just like go down and grab it and float back up.
Yeah, you can also
Oh,
create
true.
water.
Yeah. I forgot about you floating.
I could also probably grab it, so long as it isn't more than
If the egg can't reach
Yeah,
you,
you
may
have
reach
your
it.
fire. You have your extendo.
Oh, yeah, I could fire my arm
forgot
down,
about that.
Grab
try
it
to
and
grab
pull
it
it.
and pull it back up.
So you can use
And
what?
I'd recommend you do that, because I still have disadvantage on everything.
But this is why we have all these
You are
little sessions
exhausted.
to learn.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I can
so it'd probably
create
just
water.
slip through my hands.
I'm pretty sure you have that spell,
I
don't you?
hope so. Your water
It's the ebb
element
and
from
flow
fire.
rate. It's like
I mean, if it's
Yeah.
full of water, I can use a grappling hook, but it only
Well,
if
no,
it's
that's
not full.
use,
If
ebb
it
and flow
outweighs
for low
me, though,
tide and
I
pull
would
the
be able
target
Yeah,
to.
the
close
odds
to
are
me.
it's going to crack the barrel anyway.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you could.
Targeting the barrel. So,
You could do that.
who's it 10 feet closer to me?
Yeah, it might be easier just to pick up.
But it's about 20 feet down, so
Yeah.
it would pull it halfway up the well,
That's when I could just reach down and grab it.
10 feet away.
Someone holds my tail.
See, the problems are getting here.
Yeah, you
Meanwhile,
lift it
he
up,
could fire
yeah,
his
you can
hand
reach
down, or
Yeah.
you could swim down. But as you're all discussing how to get the barrel out of the well, the priest comes over to you. My sincerest thank you. Thank you for your aid to my people. Unfortunately, I ran out of magic many hours ago.
Understandable.
I've been trying to bless the water to keep their wounds at least manageable. You are much greater than I at healing. Thank you. How can I repay you, folks?
You call boss.
We don't have much. We're a very poor town.
No other financial incentive is required. We don't need money.
Does this happen a lot here?
Sometimes. We are the center of attention for the valleys here. As you can see, the only place that's above 100 feet in the area. So things come here. It's a highly religious area. But I have to offer you something. Let me offer you... I'll be right
So
back.
it's a first level spell. Fight and destroy water.
Yeah.
So, don't exactly know the range of it.
It's within like 5 feet of you.
Yeah.
It's
So I can't use this.
okay. You know the parlor trick of the annoying water goddess in the anime?
Mm-hmm.
That's create water.
Oh.
He comes back a few moments later and looks to you guys with a box in his hand as to who's going to hand
I
it to.
step forward.
He hands you a box.
Oh, thank you.
This is the best I can offer you. I'm sorry we don't have much.
This is more than enough. We've completed our contract, and if there's nothing else, then we should make our way back to our location.
Well, thank you for coming, and apparently you also returned some of the children to us. We appreciate that. And apparently you also killed those that destroyed our village. We very much appreciate that. And you've apparently also tamed the Etin that was killing our pilgrims every so often on the road. I wish we could offer you more. This is the... Please don't hold against us that we are too poor to pay for the rest of your services. I am sorry.
I motion him to calm down and tell him
Just
that we are
remember
very...
us, and we're gonna leave the Etin here to protect you guys.
Okay. And it'll just protect us?
Any hostile threats that come through.
Okay. And how will you command it?
I will leave him with that command.
Okay. How is he going to determine threat versus non-threat? I just don't want him killing my townspeople.
Anybody starts trying to murder people, destroying things, as far as blowing up, burning buildings and such. Just
Okay.
serious things.
So how are you going to order your Etin to stay and guard this village without and only kill things that it should kill?
That's no easy way.
Yeah, really.
I want to know how you're going to word it. And that's what the mayor's asking, or the priest is asking as well. You can understand where he's coming from.
Yeah. And I can't.
They weren't able to
transfer
kill
over-
this thing when it was alive. Never mind with it dead.
Yeah, right. And I can't transfer power over to him with it.
Well, you kind of could.
Yeah,
You could tell him to do what this person tells you.
that would work.
That would be a simple way that might make sense.
And dummies should be able to listen to that.
Even with an intelligence of like 5 or whatever it is, yeah.
Yeah, so he's good. All right, so yeah, I'll bitch him over.
So you'll leave him in my command?
Yes.
I can't thank you enough, sir. We will find some way to repay you further if you ever return.
As long as you guys stay safe, keep the children safe, we're good.
May the great bounty of Obsidia be with you.
Cydia? Enlighten us on that, please.
Obsidia, the goddess of the deep earth. The
That's one I've
ebony
never heard
one
of.
who creates the shiny obsidian glass that we use for our blades and our other implements that she feeds to us from the mountain.
Do you have any of that here? Can I get a small
Yeah,
piece?
of course, that's what was in the box. But I have a little bit
okay.
more. He reaches into his pocket, pulls out an obsidian blade, about a 3-inch blade. I have my personal knife. You can have that if you want. It's not worth much.
I'll take it. I'll hand him a platinum. Here. That ought to help you guys at the town.
Thank you for your contribution, Master. And he quietly puts it in his pouch.
Did I hear that right?
You are welcome back at any time. Anything else anybody wants to do? So you've passed off your ownership of the Etin to the priest.
I check with the group and say, is there anything else that we need to do here? It seems like the village should be all set from now. They have a bodyguard of a 2-headed giant. They should be fine.
Nothing I can
think
think
we're
of.
okay.
Alright, so I'm going to use the funds that we just got in order to set this as a Toka point. What's up?
You might not want to do that directly in front of everybody.
Alright, let's go to a more private location.
We set the token point here, but
The dwarf knows that you're a Toka employee.
Yeah, I was going to say they hired us.
okay.
So I don't think
Yeah.
I have to be stealth this time.
They're not.
Well, I was thinking about all the other people in town.
Toka's
but-
not really a huge secret.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'll just stay out of people's way at least. And then
Yeah.
I'll just set up the Toka point, pay for it, set up the teleport, pay the two Toka.
One.
The one, and then the setting up the Toka point, which costs one.
That's what you're paying the 1 point for.
Oh, the
You're
teleport is
transporting
included?
to Toka Point. Within the teleports within Toka are free.
Oh, gotcha.
It's when you teleport to a point outside of Toka that you have to pay.
Oh, gotcha. So, okay, so I just head back to the main square.
Fine print of the literal wording of it.
Okay.
So, in a matter of a few moments, you appear right outside the collection office. As each of you appear in the collection office at the teleport point, each of you hear a beep on your communicator, and you now all can check and see that you have a message.
Check it.
She taps
I
it.
open it.
Message.
Congratulations on the completion of your first mission. If you wish to report back to the collections office, we would like to offer you a 1-year contract to continue working with our facility.
Everyone good with doing that before we head back for the end of the day?
Yeah.
And then we'll go rest afterwards.
Sounds fair.
Grab some food.
Okay. So I'm just going to fast track this part because you guys don't need it. The basic contract is 1 year. Everything else is exactly the same as you know. Okay, you have to complete 3 collection quests within the next year in order to recertify for the next year. Apparently, you all got high marks for this one, so it came out not only as a completed quest, but a completed plus.
Nice.
Okay, so it actually ended up counting as 2 quests for you. So you've actually already completed your first, and they're counting it as your first of your 3 yearly quests. Okay.
Nice.
Do you inspect the box?
Yep.
Inside is a large obsidian crystal. Do you try cashing it in through the token network?
Yeah.
Okay. Its worth is currently at 450 platinum. Apparently, it is condensed, high-quality obsidian.
So the trinket we got from the town is worth 450 platinum. Do you want me to cash it, save it, put it up with the group? You all get. I figured that we'll all distribute some of the funds into our individual accounts. I'll keep the remainder inside of our
Right, so we can
party
travel
links.
back and forth.
I use
Yeah.
the money fund, and I was gonna say 30 plat each for the first payment. Good for everyone.
Good enough.
Just
Give
I'll
us
keep-
some play money.
Give us some play money, and then we'll have the general thing for the party link. Is that
Yeah.
agreeable? All right, so all of you get 30 platinum deposited into your things. I can just transfer it over, right?
Yep. So you're each getting 30 personal funds.
Yep.
And you've made a
5
total of 652 platinum off of your first level 0 job.
And it was, and
30
so I do sell the
The resources?
yeah, the resources.
Oh yeah, by the way, because you are all level 1,
I thought we were
Okay.
level 3.
No. Token.
no, you are now considered a collector rank 0.1, basic collector. Okay, you each gain 1 Toka storage slot and 1 resource slot on your communicators, on your IDs.
One bank slot, one token, one resource.
Yep.
And there's 531 platinum in the token party link.
How much?
Well, I'm keeping. I just sold the resource we got for the 450 plat.
Yeah.
So I just kept that in the party link token funds, So we have over 500 platinum in the Toka group fund.
Okay, now, remember we were at the mall the other day?
Before we get to that,
Yes.
are you depositing the bodies and resources into the resource slot for sale?
Yes.
Okay, because they're not processed, they're considered poor.
Okay.
So in total, that would be 500 copper.
I was going to say, hold off on that. Go pick up the scavenger bot, which will process everything.
These weren't high quality items to begin with. I mean,
No,
the
but still
ears
might
might
get
be
more.
worth saving, but
Only got 6. Maybe we should wait till we have some more.
We need 100 for that, so but
for that one.
let
plus.
scavenger bot have it. Maybe we'll actually make a little bit more money than just a little copper.
well, do you want to use the group funds to go buy the scavenger bot? We have over 500 now.
The cheap one's 150 that we saw. We were here the other day.
Well, we can go shopping at the mall. Then now we all have petty money, so and I need to hit up a candy store, I guess. And I do have a receipt for a movie.
Slooty Dwarf says that's the best damn level 0 job I've heard of. Yeah, you guys took like the most expensive job on the table, which
You're not
was
silly.
a flagged management quest.
Ooh, management favor.
Yeah, if you can remember to talk to her. So where are you guys heading off to?
You got it written down.
Yeah, he has the teleport point.
Mm-hmm.
My character was gonna go to the food vendors.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
at this
free
point, let's go get food at the food vendors, and then we head to the mall.
Yeah.
All right, so we're at the 1 hour mark for this one. Do you want to take a break before we do shopping session?
Yeah.
Yeah, food should be here shortly anyway.
Okay,
Oh yeah, it should be.
I completely forgot about that.
I did too until you just said the break.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll take a break.
All right, so congratulations. Yeah, you made pretty good bank on your first, considering that would be like a king's ransom in most places. Of course, here you'll find that it goes away pretty quick.
Mm.
As you remember for most of the prices.
Right.
But elsewhere, fantastic.
I'm sure the priest will be living highly off that with the town.
That'll help with rebuild the town. I mean, it's 10 gold. So, any questions or comments before we take a break? No? Okay. Then I shall put us on hold for a little while and we shall return.